Welcome in to Moving the Chains. I'm Kevin Thomas alongside Jerel Hendricks. We've got a great interview lined up for you guys today, a very special guest, the quarterback of the Brookland-Cayce Bearcats, Tanner Staton. Tanner, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Right now, me and my mom, we've been upstairs for the last couple hours because they're painting the house downstairs. So feels like we're a little quarantine right now, but we're doing.
A fun day, man. We appreciate your time. We really do. This is you guys' first time tuning in or viewing us. Be sure to give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, etc. at Movin Chains, MOVINCHAINS. Also have our podcast version of our show on Apple, Spotify, Google, etc. Just Moving the Chains. In 2021, as a junior, Tanner, you combined for over 3,100 yards and 26 total touchdowns. You were the Region 5 3A Player of the Year, and Brookland-Cayce won Region 5 3A and advanced to the third round of the playoffs. Just get it going easy, man. Here, how's your summer been so far?
It's been good. We've been on the road a lot with hitting camps and just staying with the team. We've been working really hard, but it's been a long, long summer, and I'm grateful for it, but I'm glad it's over to get ready for my senior year.
For sure.
Awesome. So we love high school football here in South Carolina, but we also love when you guys take care of your work in the classroom and then perform at a high level. You were just committed to Elon University, North Carolina. Congratulations. How did you know that Elon was the right place for you?
Well, I came up there for a practice in March, and the recruitment coordinator for my area, Coach Seth Payne, he took me and my mom around for the campus tour around there, and I just fell in love with the campus. Like my major, sports marketing, he took me into their building, and I just fell in love with the classrooms. And then he's talking about like the classroom sizes, and especially with the coaching staff, I just felt loved with them, and they made me feel like I'm the guy there, and that there's a no-brainer committing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But how was your recruitment? Like you mentioned a lot of camps. How
Uh,
busy were you the last couple of years really getting through that?
Recruitment was very, very tough. I mean, I had a lot of D2 offers, but I also had a lot of D1 interest from Mississippi State, App State, Wake Forest, South Carolina, all of them interest. But I mean, COVID and everything. So I mean, I'm thankful for the recruitment process. What I had for my recruitment.
I know it can be exhausting, that process with all the coaches texting you and keeping up with social and stuff like that. Was it your plan to commit before the season? And is it a relief knowing that you can just, go into your senior season without having to worry about that?
I would say I've always had this like goal mapped up in my head where I want to do this here, and then if something happens down the road, I want to sign on this day. Like so, with how times are happening, I see a lot of guys committing fast because transfer portal and everything. And I just had to hop on this opportunity, and it's a great school, great institution. So I was like, I mean, I don't want to sit and wait for them. I just want to get on board.
Very cool. Very cool. So academics are also very important to us here at Moving the Chain. So you were recently named an academic All-American here for last year, I believe it was. I know you mentioned your major already for college, but how did you come about to what you want to do? And, I guess what's your future goals as far as that goes in life?
I would say future goals. I just want to stay around the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can do sports if I want to do sports broadcast, or if I want to stay and be a coach. It's just something I just want to stay around the game with. And I mean, I'm fine with like being like a GA for like a couple years and becoming a high school coach or even a college coach.
That's awesome, buddy. So moving on to the field, obviously, during the summer, you guys have a hectic schedule with your off-season workout program and 7-on-7s. How's it been for the BC Bearcats this off-season, and how did your 7-on-7 schedule go?
So we've been good. This is our oldest team we'll have at BC for the last 10 years. We're graduating 23 seniors. So these guys get it. They get what's is taken for the grind and the process. So I mean, it's all just been work. And I mean, we've had a lot of guys that also have hit the camp circuit too. So I mean, and then with 7-on-7, we'll go to these little passing leads with the team, and I mean, we just work. So I mean, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the attendance and then the participation we had this summer. I mean, I feel like we're really, really ready, and we haven't skipped a beat like how we were in the third round to now.
Where did you guys go this summer? Where are some of the places you guys went?
Woodland, Somerville, East Side, West Side, and then we would like go back to. They would come to us, and then we would go to them.
Very nice. So how vital are those 7-on-7s to kind of help just kind of build some team camaraderie and just helping you guys get ready as a gel, as a unit for the season?
It builds a lot of chemistry. I would say I know when they're going to break, and they know how fast the ball is going to get out on certain routes. And also with the defense, I mean, we play 3A, so 3A, they're going to throw the ball a lot. So in our schedule, when we get up to these 5A teams in the beginning of the season, they're going to see a lot of passing. So it's going to help a lot with helping them with their hands and their eyes.
So you mentioned like the transfer portal in college, but some of that stuff's kind of trickled down to high school where guys are going to different schools. You guys have 23 seniors. Have you guys played together a lot, or has it been guys that, you know, you've kind of had to get used to and gel with?
We've been a mold since my sophomore year. These core group of guys we have this year have all played since I came to BC my sophomore year.
Nice.
Very nice. So we talked about a little bit off air how you also on kind of an all-star 7-on-7 team from the Midlands. How cool is that to get to play with some other talented players you usually don't play with on a week in, week out basis?
I was having too much fun. I was trying to like get them to come to BC with how, I mean, it just gelled really good. We had a bunch of receivers from LR, AC Flora, Dutch Ford. It was just it was a real good team. It was a real good team.
Yeah, I saw you had guys like Nate Branch. It's got to be fun to throw to him and things like that for sure.
Yeah, I was trying to get him to come, so we don't have to see him in region play.
But I'm sure you were like treading softly. You were still catering to your guys at BC that are already there, right?
Oh yeah, I had a defensive back that played on that team. His name is Jaden Johnson. He was on the team also, and then a bunch of guys would play on another travel team, and that plays for BC, and we would like play against each other. So it was a little fist on, like little arguments in the game. So
got to get that competitive spirit going. So that's all good. That's all part of the game. But moving on. So for the people who haven't seen the Bearcats play in person or even streamed, what is your offensive philosophy and what's your style as a quarterback?
we're fast. We're really, really fast. We like to throw it. I'll probably average throwing the ball 30, 35 times a game. And I'm as a player, I'm a playmaker. I can extend the play, and I can throw it, I can run it, I can do all things. So
So you mentioned you're a playmaker there. Maybe who are some quarterbacks you kind of model your game after? Or who are just some guys you like to watch in general?
Trey Lance, I've been watching him a lot lately because he played in the FCS. So I've been trying to like look at the FCS teams and how they look. And then Josh Allen, Zach Wilson, Joe Burrow, and then Tom Brady, because Tom Brady's the GOAT.
So Tom Brady's at the top of everybody's list, but you got a lot of young guys. That's pretty cool. Do you kind of stick with those younger guys because they're closer to you in age, or are they just you just kind of follow anybody?
I just watch their gameplay. Like I'll be on YouTube and I'll just be watching their every throw against like certain teams, and just like modeling myself after them.
Awesome. So your team here, you said you got 23 seniors. I know there's probably some juniors and sophomores also that are going to be making a difference. We got to show them some love. So who are some playmakers around you that are poised for a breakout season?
Jaden Johnson, the defensive back, he got a couple D1 offers right now, and Ezekiel Mays. My whole line's I got 2 seniors and the rest are juniors, and they're all 6'4" and higher. So I'm feeling pretty protected right now. I got a linebacker named Benjamin Pugh. He's a 2023. He's gonna have a stellar year. He's been starting as a sophomore. Defensive back, I have a 24. His name's Will Young. He's gonna be a breakout player in the region. And then my whole defensive line, they're hungry. I got a sophomore. His name's Montravius. He's gonna be something when he's coming to a senior.
I know you mentioned your O-line there. So obviously in the summer 7-on-7s, you don't get to work with those guys as much, obviously. But, getting ready to go into August camp, stuff like here. Do you guys have some scrimmages lined up? You'll get to really work with those guys?
Yeah, August 5th, I think, we Woodland comes to us, and we'll scrimmage them. And then 2 days after that, Fox Creek comes to us again. And then we're going to jump into a full game jamboree against West Florence, and then we open up to go to Burns.
So Tanner, I can't help but you saying when you're describing your teammates as my guys. So what does that mean to you as a leader and going into your senior season? Does it give you more pressure, or do you just like being the leader, or how does that make you feel when you say it's your team and these are my guys?
I wouldn't say there's no pressure this year because I'm not fighting for a position. I'm not fighting for like anything. I'm just going out here to play football, something I've been playing since I was 5 years old. And I'm so close with these guys. It's like my brother. So when I hop on the field, they're going to be ready with me. So.
Very nice. So what's it like playing for a guy like Coach Sharpia? You know, he's been around the game for a long time. How much can you learn from him, and what's that experience like?
Coach Sharp is a character. I love him. I mean, he teaches me a lot of things about on the field stuff, like different formations. We're running formations this year like I've never even thought of. And then a lot of stuff about being a man. He's a real good players coach.
You've played a lot in this system. So does he give you the autonomy to maybe make some checks, call some plays, or are you kind of just following his lead through the season?
I would say my sophomore year, it was all him. And then my junior year, it was 50-50. But this year, he's giving me the whole playbook. He's doing, like he said, he was like, you're going to, if you want it, you got it. You go take it.
Awesome. So moving into the season, we got some outlook here. You guys have a heck of a non-region schedule. You're playing Northwestern, AC Flora, and you open up the season week 0 at Burns. How exciting is it to play those schools, and how will that help you prepare for the region and the playoff run for this season?
We want to play the best. We know we're part of that best group of teams in the Midlands and also in the state. So we want to show our talents that, hey, we can play with these 5As. And I mean, to be honest, I'm not worried about those teams because I know my team has faced better and we've been in tougher situations to where we're ready.
Very nice. So last year, you guys were the number 1 seed, had home field advantage, but lost to Canton in the 3rd round. How much has that motivated and fueled you guys this offseason?
2 years in a row that we've lost against these guys. One in the 1st round that felt like a 3rd round game, and then the 3rd round. And I mean, a lot of guys are still bitter. They have a lot of bitter taste in their mouth, and we're just ready to get back with them.
All right, so a little bit easier here. Typical Moving the Chains. If you haven't seen our interviews, we got to throw some food questions. So where are you taking the guys? Where are you guys going out to eat? We talked to Bennett Judy a few days ago. He said Waffle House is a hit for him. But where are you guys eating these days?
We got this place in West Columbia called Blossom. It's a Chinese buffet. So
Okay.
we probably go over there, and then we got a little sub deli called Groucho's.
Yep.
And then
I'll
I mean
take
I always got to go to Waffle House after the game though. After the games, that's mandatory.
It's tough to beat that, man. Tough to beat that Waffle House.
And one more. So we also talked to Bennett. What are you guys listening to? Me and Kevin are getting old, so we don't know what the new music is. We got to update our playlist. So what you guys listening to in the locker room these days?
Man, I would say all that rap, that NBA YoungBoy and all that. I'm keeping
Okay.
that. I got my own type of music I listen to. I don't listen. I mean, I'll listen to some rap, but I also like some oldies. So I'll put on my headphones and listen to stuff to calm me down.
What you listening to, man? You got to tell us. What's the
Um,
secret?
a little secret, man. It's a little. I mean, it's old. Like it's common music.
Okay. We'll let you slide.
Very nice, very nice. Well, man, kind of to wrap it up here, what are some of your team goals and maybe some of your individual goals for the 2022 season?
So team goals. I would say go undefeated in region, non-region. That's a good goal, and then win region, and then win state, and then for my personal goals, over 3,000 yards passing, over 500 yards rushing. I'm really stretching on winning Mr. Football, especially with the schedule we have. If I knock some feathers around the state with good games, I think I'll be up there. But those are little personal goals, and then make North South or Shrine Bowl.
Very nice, very nice. Well, this has been great, man. Definitely want all our listeners and followers to check out Tanner on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and you can follow him in the Bearcat program to keep up with this year. Like I mentioned, if you guys hadn't followed us, do that as well. Please at Movin the Chains, MOVCHAINS. Jerel, any other questions for Tanner before we let him go today?
No more questions. I'm just really excited for their season. 23 seniors. Seen Tanner. Haven't seen you play in person yet, but I'm sure I will this season. But I love your game. Love your confidence in your ownership and leadership of the team. I wish you guys nothing but success. And I definitely wish you individual success. And we'll definitely be keeping track of the season.
Yes, sir.
For
Thank
sure.
you.
For sure, Tanner. We really appreciate it, man. Look forward to hopefully stopping by a scrimmage or practice and getting to meet you here sometime soon. But best of luck this season. All right, bud?
Yes, sir.